Good morning. My name is Michelle Scott, and I'm a clerical assistant at Andrews Elementary School. I am also the head basketball coach of Rosemary Middle School girls basketball team, all while being the guardian of a 13-year-old nephew that is a part of this Rising Gents program, which I am so grateful for. Since joining Rising Gents, I've seen a remarkable change in Dalen. He is definitely more confident, a bit more responsible, and more actively engaged in helping others within our community. In fact, during Rosemary Middle School's homecoming a few weeks ago, a few of the Rising Gents were asked to be escorts, and Dalen was one of those escorts. He was a bit nervous at first, unsure about it, but he said, Auntie Shell, when I did it with confidence. I walked with confidence because I remember what you said. And also when Mr. Gary called, he said, walk with your head held high and walk with confidence. And that was a very, very proud moment for me because he did just that. And just the other night, he doesn't know it, but he actually made me do a self-check with myself about being impatient. You know, as adults, we sometimes can be impatient. And we were at Bible study, and he goes extra beyond now with holding doors and opening doors for the elderly. And that particular night, he wanted to hold the door and wait for one of the elderly women to get to her car. Well, I was already in my car, and I was ready to go home after a long day. But Dalen, I said, well, Dalen, what are you doing? Like, let's go. He was like, well, Auntie Shell, I'm waiting on so-and-so to come out because I want to hold the door for her. And then he says, it's all a part of being a gentleman, right? So I had to hold my head down in shame, and I was like, you know what, he's right. And I smiled. I gave him a little smirk because he was right. All a part of being a gentleman. In my opinion, the Rising Gents program has fostered a strong sense of belonging and is helping to instill important values like empathy and service, which are now more evident in his daily interaction at home, at church, and in school. I personally am incredibly grateful for the positive influence that Mr. Gary and this Rising Gents program is having on my young gentlemen. So thank you for being a part of our gentlemen, Mr. Gary and Rising Gents program.
I'm Brian Gary. I am Community Outreach and Development Director for the YMCA of Coastal Carolina. There is currently 25 young gentlemen a part of this awesome Rising Gents program. We meet 4 days out of the week. One day we go swimming. Every other Friday we have a fun Friday where they come to the center and they kind of let their hair down, right? Because we work very hard throughout the week on social emotional learning, tying ties, being gentlemen, learning how to speak, socialize, communicate, things of that nature. We have been focusing on a few projects, one being a goal-oriented project and a music production project. All right, both these projects have been really focusing on developing, exposing, informing them on just different things that they can pursue. And hopefully it encourages them to just be confident in who they are.